Michigan Magazine is kept on the road by our many Michigan friends. Cops and Donuts Bakery, downtown Clare, a winning combination. Cops and Donuts. Thunder Bay Resort, a destination for all seasons with special events and packages. Thunder Bay Resort in Hillman. All aboard, ride on the Michigan-Osamo Valley Railroad, a quarter-scale passenger train through the beautiful scenic landscape of northern Michigan, just south of Fairview. Now open weekends and holidays. Visit them online or call them now. Experience the beauty, artistry, and taste of northern Michigan. Come to Amish Country Natural Products on Mount Tom Road, north of Mile, just off M33. From arts and crafts to fresh foods and vegetables, all natural, all local, all good. Stop by and get acquainted with Amish Country Natural Products, 1454 North Mount Tom Road, Mile. Hale Hardware, your do-it center in Hale, Michigan. Much more than a regular hardware store, providing everything you need for whatever your project is, along with a knowledgeable sales staff to get her done. Serving northern Michigan since 1946. Hale Hardware, south of M65 at Ainsley in Hale. Shopping for that special person just got easier when you shop at Rose City Drug at 2640 North M33, just south of the Rose City city limits. You'll find gifts for everyone on your list from 1 to 100. Shop online or in person at Rose City Drug, Rose City. On this week's Michigan Magazine, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. For some volunteers, that is, as the drive begins full speed ahead to raise funds to assure a great Christmas for all kids in Michigan. Also in Michigan right now, it's fair time. We're heading to a Michigan County fair to learn more about the amazing Heirloom Garden and Seed Savers projects. Then we highlight another shelter story as dogs and cats are searching for their forever family home. It's all coming up on this Michigan Magazine. Cops and Donuts Bakery, downtown Clare, what began as a crazy idea among 9 police officers to purchase the historic Clare City Bakery quickly became an international phenomenon, carrying on a Michigan tradition with delicious donuts, pies, pastries, breads, original coffee, and more, plus a full menu at the new adjacent traffic stop diner. Downtown Clare, a winning combination. Cops and Donuts. Right smack dab in the middle of summer, it may be a bit difficult for some to get into the Christmas spirit. The time of holiday cheer, bright luminescent decorations lighting up the smiles of children and kids of all ages. It may be the furthest from the thoughts of many, but for some, this is the time to get ready to assure that no child goes without something under the Christmas tree, or any family goes hungry Christmas Day. Volunteers have already been raising funds to purchase toys, food, and incidentals to be given away in the spirit of the holidays. We began following the fund drives this year as early as spring, where in Ogemaw County, it begins with a spring thaw. All right, here we are at Trappers in Rose City, Irma. I tell you what, we just got done with one Christmas and we're starting all over again, aren't we? What's happening? And this is the first one of your events, is it?
Yes, this is our first event. We call it our spring auction. We wanted to do something in Rose City. We used to do it at Papa Par's, and then of course they burnt, and we never did get anybody that would kind of follow up and do it. So Trapper and Lynn was real gracious about letting us do an auction here. So this is our second year. And we're hoping to do real good. Everybody's put a lot of work into it, like 2 weeks. Because we were all tired from Christmas, you know.
Christmas.
But we have to generate money, and this is the way we do it. We start out, you know, every now it'll start out, I think we'll probably, maybe we're going to have a golf outing. I'm not just sure the date on that or if it's going to come to play. But then we start in September, we start getting ready for the soup kickoff, you know, soup challenge, then the chili, and then the spaghetti, and then the Christmas auction. So, you know, we're pretty safe in here to say. And then if somebody thinks of another kind of fundraiser during the summer, we usually try to do it. But the big thing for us is bike night at Jerry's Joint. Starts May 2nd, and runs to the end of August. And they just do, Bonnie and Bull just do a terrific job with that. We end up getting a good chunk of money, like $5,000 for that bike week. So that's one of the things that's coming up. And then Bikers for Kids, in November, they give us a donation, and that's usually right around $3,000 to $4,000. So we try to generate, but we keep getting more kids, And then, of course, with the older kids, it's a little bit harder to buy a present that, you probably got to spend $15 to $20.
Right.
So, and we try to give them 2 or 3 items and then a filler.
But you did have a pretty successful year last year.
Yes, we did. We had about 700 kids.
Okay.
And we ended up having a lot of free stuff at the distribution site where they could pick up stuffed animals, coats, and some other toys that were just little toys, but kids really like them, they like
And then we had people step up like over there, Mark Pacella. He stepped up and did a special thing last year, didn't he?
Well, Mark did it for the Emergency Assistance Program, my food program that does the food baskets at Christmas.
It's always something essential that time of the year, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, very much, because, we're not getting probably as many people as we did, but it's for a longer period of time. Used to be like for a week. Now we're having to give them food for 3 weeks to a month. So when you start doing that and there's like 5 in the family, it doesn't take long,
Right.
So, yeah, we try to do the food with the Christmas items so that they have a good Christmas.
I know Christmas is a ways off, but can we start at $10 on this? You can't hardly get a remote control car for $10. I got $10 over here with Rosie. 11? 12. We got 12. 13. Got 13. Looking for 14. 15 back here. 16. Yeah, flash your number so the girls can see up here. You want to go 16? We got 15 back here.
Shelter Stories, an update of pets at animal shelters throughout Michigan. Before you buy, think about adopting first. Your best friend could be anxiously waiting for you. Shelter Stories is brought to you in part by Holistic Pampered Pets of West Branch, providing made-in-the-USA products, ensuring a healthier pet. Both cats and dogs are living a happier and longer life. Adopt a pet and get your first bag of pet food free. Holistic Pampered Pets at the Light in downtown West Branch. We are in the midst of love, I guess you would call it, here at the Humane Society. What's the mission, basically, of the organization?
The mission is just to take in the strays and rehome them.
Do any chip work here or things of that sort?
We do microchipping for $20.
Okay.
Yeah, we offer microchipping. We only do it for the pets that are here. We typically take from animal control first. Anything animal control brings in, we have to have cages available for the animal control officer. People, they can surrender their own pets here if they have to. It all depends on the situation. They do have to pay a fee. It's a $50 fee if they're not spayed or neutered. It's $25 if they are. But that all depends if we have room or not, because the strays come first.
I see.
Our basic means here is to take in the strays and rehome the strays. We won't ever euthanize for space. It's, the only reasons we euthanize here is for aggression, or if they have an illness that we just can't afford to treat. And we don't get the donations in to help treat it, then we have to put them down.
These are animals that, are searching for a home. So
They're waiting.
they're waiting.
Go back there, you can see it in their eyes. They're waiting.
Thank you very much, Donna.
Thank you.
Shelter Stories have been brought to you by Holistic Pampered Pets of West Branch, providing everything you'll need for a happier, healthier pet.
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these two. It's Flirt City over here. I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog.
Michigan Magazine is being brought to you in part by the Michigan-made rebounding mailbox pole. Never again worry about the winter snowplow taking out your mailbox with this ingenious rebounding pole. Your mailbox takes a hit and keeps coming back year after year. Call now or visit their website, toughmailboxes.com. Remembering good times and great food, Frank and Lisa invite you to Tin Lizzie's in Mayo for a blast back to the 50s and 60s when food was made from scratch, including home-ground Angus burgers. A full menu of great food and good memories await you at the new Tin Lizzie's of Mayo. Hingeman Acres Canoe Livery and Resort on M33 just north of Mayo, catering to the outdoor enthusiasts. Cabins, canoes, kayaks, rafts, and more. Daytime or overnight trips along the world-famous Asabo River. A family getaway for over 75 years. Discount Foods downtown Mayo. Find national name brand foods and merchandise at sharply discounted prices. Shop the smart way and please the family without breaking the budget. Discount Foods downtown Mayo. It's nearly fair time again in Michigan. Dozens of county fairs throughout the state will be drawing thousands of Michiganders to their annual events that celebrate the best of the best in crops, canning, livestock, and fun. There'll be ribbons and trophies awarded for excellence in participation and promotion of the local agribusiness. This year, Michigan Magazine spotlights the Ogemaw County Fair, and on this edition we feature the fair's unique Heirloom Garden that's planted with historic antique seeds, handed down generation to generation, and distributed by a wonderful organization dedicated to saving seeds of yesterday, called the Seed Sievers Exchange. Today our visit is with Master Gardeners Roy Eli and Dick Bott at the Evans Heirloom Garden, located adjacent to the beautiful pioneer village of the Ogemaw County Fair, where Dick began telling us of the rare seeds he's collected, planted, and is now growing at the garden as it may have been growing in pioneer days.
This turnip here.
Wow!
Now, of course, in the old days, they grew more varieties or more crops that they could keep easily, like in a root cellar or something. They didn't have freezers. Canning was a little inconvenient, but so you'll see in the garden this year, I'm trying to be more authentic, and the garden this year reflects better the kinds of crops that would have been grown.
Would have been growing in that
say, for instance, the turn of a century, very few people would even have grown tomatoes at that time because they were popular with certain ethnic groups, but the Germans and so on up here probably would not have grown tomatoes until later.
Right.
But so this is one here. This is the purple top strap leaf. This is a very popular one at the time. The rutabaga back there, the bigger one, quite closely related, of course, to turnips. This sweet corn behind us here.
Oh my!
This is an interesting sweet corn. It's actually an old Indian variety called Black Mexican, and when it's in the milk stage for use as sweet corn, it's white, but when the seeds dry, it turns black, bluish black and black, and thus its name.
It's taken some time to get these seeds together, and
well,
I mean, when you first started here, it's grown quite a bit since the starting of this garden here, wasn't it? I mean, you've come a long way.
Well, actually, the big change has been that we designed it better, and it's more authentic this year than it was last, and certainly more than the first year.
When people come here, what do you expect to relate to them, or what would they get by coming and visiting this garden? What do you hope to accomplish besides saving some vital piece of history?
Well, I hope, first of all, that they learn that, or for many people, just think again about the need for diversity. Our food supply in the world is secure because we have enough diversity, and we hope we do, that whatever new conditions, whether it's global warming or acid rain or whatever changes are coming to us, all new crops are bred from the old ones.
Right.
Even the genetically modified organisms, they have to go back to the old varieties. And if you have only 30 or 50 or 100 peas, you're in real danger. If you have 300 or 1,000, then each with different characteristics, then you have a real chance. So I want them to to think about the fact that we are losing them. We continue to lose them at a pretty high rate, I'm afraid. But since Seed Savers originated about 27 years ago now, a number of brand new small seed companies have come into existence that specialize in the old
specialty of
varieties.
the old varieties.
So it's actually quite a bit easier now to find some of the old varieties.
Yeah, Seed Savers, that's an interesting organization I have never heard of. Many people may have not, but there's perhaps some old families that still plant and harvest their beans every year that maybe they should be aware of the Seed Savers and maybe help.
And donate those.
Yes.
In fact, we grow 6 varieties here that I actually collected from
yourself?
From a neighbor down when I lived in Jackson County a few years ago. I recently moved up here.
Right.
Still struggling with that shorter season, I'll tell you that. But she was 90 years old. I'd heard she had some beans. I went over to see her. She was blind, had been blind for a number of years, living with a son who wasn't interested in the garden at all. And she was really upset because he had not planted her beans for 3 or 4 years. She asked her son to go get the beans. He brought out a plastic bag, and it was just a mixture of beans. And she says, there should be 6 varieties there. And I said, well, let me see. And so I started pulling them out. See, a bean is wonderfully, one of the wonderful things about beans is that their seed are, each seed of each variety have some distinction, sometimes subtle, but these were not so subtle. So I could pull out one and I'd ask her, I'd describe it to her, and she gave me the name of it, the history, the uses and so on. There turned out to be 6 of them. I told her that I would keep them going. She was so happy.
That is amazing. That's a neat story.
Still touches me thinking about her excitement. But she said the story of these 6 beans was that she married. Her husband wanted to move from Ogemaw County, Kentucky, the poorest county in Kentucky, to the Detroit area. Get in the 1920s, get a good job, well-paying job. Of course, thousands did exactly that. It was one of the biggest migrations in the U.S. And so they came up. The day she left, her mother gave her these 6 beans and said, Effie, her name was Effie Neely, Effie, if you grow these 6 beans every year, your family will not starve. And that was in the 20s. I collected them in 1983. She'd kept them going all those years.
Amazing.
And that's not a unique story among the seeds that the Seed Savers have collected.
Right. That is amazing.
So all 6 of these are now added to the Seed Saver collection at our Heritage Farm out in Iowa.
That's a Heritage Farm in Iowa.
Yes.
that they keep them going.
Yes, we have a very sophisticated storage system. We grow out, so they have to be grown out about every 10 years to keep them fresh. And so we grow about 1/10 of our collection. We now have 22,000 vegetable varieties that we keep.
That's amazing. Now this Master Garden, Roy, tell me, I mean, you're a volunteer with the organization and a Master Gardener. Tell us, you must come amongst people who are kind of surprised to see what we have here at Ogemaw County, aren't you?
This is an amazing garden, and it's one of the prestigious gardens that the rest of the Master Gardeners want to donate their time to, because it is unique, and because of the fact that Dick is so knowledgeable and is willing to share his expertise with everybody. We have probably about 40 Master Gardeners throughout the county that are very active, and most of them will spend some time out here volunteering some of their time in the garden. And this is one of the things that everybody wants to get their time in out here, and the other 7 or 8 projects kind of go a little bit less attended because of this, but this is one of the real nice ones out here, and it's something that people can come back and see the heritage of what was in the area, especially now since we have the Evans addition to it. And it's good to see that these people understand that these are not something that is universal throughout the United States. something that originated here. And
Characteristic to this county,
That's
this
correct.
area. Yeah.
Yeah.
A true piece of living history at the Ogemaw County Fair. If you'd like more information on becoming a Master Gardener, you can contact any local Michigan State University Extension office. There's one located in every Michigan county. Or stop by the Ogemaw County Fair during fair time this August. A big thanks to Master Gardeners Dick Bott and Roy Eli and the Ogemaw County Fair for their continued efforts in producing one of Michigan's finest county fairs. Announcing the Michigan Paddle Sports Directory, your one-stop internet connection. At MichiganPaddlesports.com, it's now possible to explore Michigan's extensive waterways like never before. Michigan Paddle Sports Directory is a comprehensive directory of canoe and kayak rentals and liveries throughout the entire state of Michigan. At MichiganPaddlesports.com, you'll find a great paddling route, outfitter, store, school, rental shop, or tour guide. Michigan's great waterways are waiting for you. Make it an adventure worth remembering by first visiting MichiganPaddlesports.com. Thanks for joining us in Michigan Magazine. Well, did you really think our giveaways were all over? Think again. We've got tickets to give away to Thunder Over Michigan Air Show at the Yankee Air Museum. We're giving away pairs of tickets along with parking passes, each package worth $85. We're giving away 10 packages. Just email your address and phone number with the subject, I want those tickets, to iWatchMichiganMagazine@gmail.com. And you're in the drawing for the August 10th or 11th shows. Have a great week, and we'll see you here next week for another edition of Michigan Magazine. We'd like to thank all those that help keep Michigan Magazine on the road. Thunder Bay Resort, a destination for all seasons with special events and packages. Cops and Donuts Bakery, downtown Clare, a winning combination. Cops and Donuts. Clemix Sales and Service on Mapes Road, west of Mile, your complete recreational vehicle sales and service connection. Visit their beautiful showroom of new and pre-owned ATVs, lawnmowers, power equipment, snowmobiles, utility vehicles, and more. Clemix Sales and Service is also the home of the American-made Victory motorcycle line on display at Clemix on Mapes Road, Mile. Canyons Lakeside Resort and Marina, located on the shores of beautiful Sage Lake. Get away to their newly remodeled, beautiful bed and breakfast or their historic 13-room hotel. Special events and activities for all ages. Call now or go online for more information on this Michigan treasure. Rose Valley Winery on Beechwood Road in Rose City. See what thousands are raving about, creating a delicious variety of award-winning Michigan wines. Stop by and taste for yourself. The taste of Michigan is yours at Rose Valley Winery.